Hey, it's Michele B with Remax Services and the Boca Raton Real Estate Buzz, where every day I talk to you about tips, techniques, and resources if you are a home seller or a home buyer. So let's talk about the home selling process. Where do you begin? Well, when people are thinking about selling their home, they need to really take a look around their house and go, okay, what do I need to clear here? I call it clearing the clutter, my friends. You need to look around as a buyer would. What's on your, kitchen counters? What's in your bathroom? What do you have on your side tables? What's sitting on your living room floor? Get rid of it. And by the way, there are some really cool resources out there. You can put stuff on OfferUp. You can put stuff on Facebook Marketplace. You could have a garage sale. So you might be able to make a little buck on the stuff that you're selling, but start with that. That's my tip today for home sellers. Started. One of the easiest things that a home seller can do is paint the interior of their home. The major painting companies always come out every year with the newest and greatest colors. I say go neutral, give the interior a fresh coat of paint. It looks amazing and it complements everything else in your house. The home buyers will really take note of that, and they take that into consideration when they're buying a home, how much it's going to cost to paint the interior. The other thing is bathrooms. Sometimes you just need to do maybe a vanity change out or a toilet change out. Those don't have to be overly expensive either. And with some of the warehouse stores, you can really get some great vanities. And of course, with the major home decor stores that are out there, if you need to actually get a new toilet or fixtures, you can find those reasonably. By the way, you can always find stuff on Facebook Marketplace. People are always getting rid of things and reselling stuff, so take a look there. Hey, home sellers, we all know the kitchen is the heart of the home, but sometimes you need to replace a few things. So with sales that come up, you can buy very reasonably appliance packages. And some home sellers, and I know this because when I show properties, I'll see a black fridge and a stainless steel stove. Let's have all the appliances matching. It really presents itself in such a better way when everything is matching and the brands are all the same. So definitely take advantage of the sales that will be coming up, and they always have them. The other thing is sometimes the kitchen counters have been damaged or stained. Again, there are so many resources here in South Florida to get quartz, to get granite, different types of backsplashes. If you're handy, it could be maybe a 3 or 4 day project or a long weekend project, but even replacing a faucet can make a big difference in a kitchen. So home sellers, just keep that in mind. There's tons of real estate tips and techniques and resources. Hey, it's Michele B with Remax Services and the Boca Raton Real Estate Buzz, where I give you tips, techniques, and resources if you're a home seller or a home buyer. So let's get started. If you are a home seller, one of the things that we've been talking about is how to prep your home before you put it on the market. So one of the things I want to talk about today is curb appeal and landscaping. We live in beautiful sunny South Florida. It's lush, it's green, it's gorgeous, but sometimes it also gets overgrown. It would absolutely make sense to either DIY your yard yourself or hire someone to give it a little fresh look. Maybe you need to plant a few new plants, maybe you need to get rid of a few plants and put them somewhere else in your yard so that you're repurposing them. But a curb appeal is really the first impression that a buyer has of your home, right? And a lot of times people will drive by and go, I really don't like how that looks. Not all buyers have vision, by the way. So you have to create something that's going to be really appealing to them. Now, that also includes painting the exterior of your home, pressure washing, driveways, walkways, roofs, things like that. So keep that in mind when you are considering putting your house on the market. Just for first-time home buyers, what if you're a first-time home seller? That is a whole different thing. Maybe you've been in your home for a while and the market's changed and there's updates and things going on that maybe you need to learn about and be aware of before you put your property on the market. So selling a home is definitely a little different than buying a home, and there are a few things that you want to know. So these are just quick tips for you. If you want more information, feel free to reach out to me at callthebees.com. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. Pricing is key. You want to make sure that you're pricing your home properly, that you have a good comp report, that you know what's going on in your neighborhood based on what you've done to your home. You definitely, if you're going to hire an agent, definitely talk to 1 or 2 agents and see how they market. Are they a marketer versus just throwing your property on the MLS? I think that's really important because in today's market, there's so many options now to market homes. By the time someone comes to see one of my listings, it should really be almost like a second showing, okay? Because there's video, there's social media, there's so much available to promote a home now. Why wouldn't an agent do that? And yes, you need to learn how to do that. So that's just the way it goes. Home staging. Let me tell you something. Before you put your home on the market, have a good cleaning, declutter your rooms, have a friend over who may have a good designer eye and move some things around, take some things out. Maybe you need to hit a thrift store or garage sale and add a few things in. So just think about those kinds of things when you're getting ready to stage your home, and have it professionally cleaned, by the way. If you have pets, I have 2 dogs, make sure that their bowls and stuff are tucked away, that it doesn't smell like dog. There are ways to have your house not smell like dog, and sometimes you just need to get rid of that nasty carpet that they lay on and get something new and fresh, at least while you're trying to market your home. The other thing is that you definitely want to take a look at any repairs that maybe you can get a jump on before it hits the market, because a buyer is going to have a home inspection, and so the more you do up front, the less there is for a buyer to really go after in regard to the home inspection. I did a whole thing on the 24-hour showing. Be super flex if you can be on your showings. I understand that sometimes you need a heads up, got that. But the 24-hour showing thing, I personally am not a big fan of that. I mean, I think when people want to buy, they want to buy. That's why we're all on Amazon and Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. So I would try to be as flexible as possible with your showings. And if you are not interested in doing an open house, there is a way to do a virtual open house. And if you want information on that, you can certainly reach out to me, because I do virtual open houses all the time. And, in some cases it's hard to do a true open house. Some communities don't allow them. And sometimes it's just, some sellers just don't want people that they do not know are approved to buy a property come traipsing through their house. I mean, it's their thing. I would absolutely, by the way, when it comes time to take photos, I'm a huge fan of hiring a professional photographer if there's an opportunity to take some drone pictures, if it makes sense, and to utilize those as well as video, not a virtual tool, but actual video of your home. That could be a casual video, by the way. Not everything has to be super polished. The consumer is not looking for super polished all the time. They're just looking to get a feel for your home. So I do lots of walkthroughs and Facebook videos and Instagram stories of my properties all the time, outside, inside of a certain room that, I think the buyers might like. And if your agent is not using a professional photographer, you really need to ask why. Yes, our iPhones are fabulous. I use them for a variety of things on my social media. However, for properties, you really need to have a professional photographer. So just keep that in mind. The other thing is you want to take a look at your curb appeal outside, get rid of anything old, junky, that doesn't make any sense for you to have. Maybe your plants need to be, a little freshened up, things like that. Sweep your front porch, make sure your patio is clean, that kind of thing. Have a landscaper come over and maybe just do a little fluff and dust kind of thing, at least to your front yard and a little bit to your backyard. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to have buyers who want to see your home. So, the goal is get all the buyers to come see, and hopefully you'll get an offer in a really, really reasonable amount of time. So just remember, you're going to do some negotiations. They're going to have an inspection, probably going to negotiate a little bit on that. There's an appraisal that the bank will do if they're getting a loan. Depending on where you are, Palm Beach County seller chooses who's going to do title. Broward County, the buyer chooses. So there's all these little moving pieces after you have the contract that are very normal and not anything to, get too upset about or too worried about. I would also tap into your resources early if you're going to make a move and how you're going to make that move. Who's your moving company? Do you need someone to pack up? If it's a senior downsizing, do you need a move manager or assisted living placement counselor? Because believe it or not, some of the home sellers of that age, it's the first time selling their home. They've been there a long time. So just some of the little things that I like to talk about in regard to being a first-time home seller and what's going on in today's market. If you want any help with a home value evaluation, or maybe you're also looking to buy, feel free to reach out to me at callthebees.com. Michele Bellisari with RE/MAX Services. I'm based in Boca Raton, but I work in the Palm Beach and Broward County area. And as I like to say, one call handles it all when you work with Michele. Have a great day.